the hidden client is by definition hidden. And so it can be quite hard for student groups to know what it is in their mind and what they're thinking. So have you got any suggestions or practical advice for how students might get to access the hidden client's way of thinking about the project before they make a mistake in their final presentation?
Well, the very first thing is to realise that the hidden client is hidden and probably needs a bit of hunting. Not every hidden client is hidden in the sense of being hard to find, so even just starting to look for them sometimes just solves the problem straight away. Yeah, sure. It is the European Marketing Director who said okay to this. Okay, tell me more about how they think. In other cases, you may need quite a bit of digging to find the hidden client who matters. I was looking at a project the other day, and the students were discovering that they couldn't get the data they required to produce the solution, the answer, the target cost savings that the company was asking for. Why couldn't they get the permissions? The answer was, in this organization, at this time, the person who's asked for the project isn't in fact sufficiently senior to open all the doors, to command all the data that's required, to give permission to interview maybe customers, maybe suppliers, maybe employees. For that student group, if they're going to do anything useful at all for the client company, they've actually got to locate somebody sufficiently senior to give the required orders. They've got to go looking in the organization for somebody high enough they can act as a hidden client for this project, because whoever asked for the project in the beginning didn't in fact have a strong enough hidden client behind them.
Sure, and that's something I do recommend to my groups at the start of the project is what I kind of call key stakeholder interviews. So really early on in the process to try to meet the hidden client, and so at the inception meeting with a visible client they actually ask, who do we need to speak to in your company, senior, to situate the study with them, to help them understand what we're doing and to get their steer on the study.
That's extremely important. MBS tries to help you with this by the way that we ask companies to write their briefs. So if a company follows our structure, what will happen is the first section simply says who the business unit is, 4 lines. The next section says what the business situation is. That's another 4 lines or so, but it identifies the key technical opportunity threat, market opportunity threat, supply, customer, channels, deals. What is the situation that is giving rise to concern at the top level? Maybe frequently an investment, but it doesn't have to be. That really is, in effect, a statement by the hidden client. That is authorized by the person who said okay to the budget. So if the company brief is in that form, when you read the section that says business situation, you're actually getting the thinking of whoever is the hidden client. And in many companies, because of budgetary responsibility, it isn't hard to track down who actually said yes to it. So sometimes you can quickly find the hidden client even if they're not named.
Great. And also, I guess some advice to student groups again is read the brief, read the brief, read the brief, because that is your one document that has been approved by the hidden client.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the brief is approved by the hidden client, so every word in it is meaningful. It means something very precise to the hidden client. We don't always know what the hidden client means by the words they use. So a student group and their supervisor must read the brief like a lawyer, as aggressively as a lawyer, line by line, word by word, clause by clause. Because if the hidden client has put a requirement in at the start, there'll be big trouble if that requirement is not met at the end.